Welcome to the Radiant Life podcast. I am your host, Tatiana, and I am a master mindset coach, and I'm obsessed with empowering you to live and create your best life possible. If you're looking to uplevel your mindset, life, happiness, and success, then you're in the right place. My goal with this podcast is to help you see the potential within yourself, to be able to break the limiting beliefs and habits that are holding you back, and to help you feel inspired to get clear with who you are in order to create the life you desire. Thank you so much for listening. Now let's get into today's episode. Hello, beautiful. Welcome to another episode of the Radiant Life podcast. If you're listening on this one, maybe you're in a little bit of a low state, or you're just like, I want to feel better. I want to feel happier. I want to feel like I'm high on life like I was a week ago. Whatever it may be, welcome. This episode, we're talking about how to raise your vibration, how to get back into a better mood, feeling good, excited, optimistic, hopeful. Because maybe right now, you're not feeling that way. Maybe you just, woke up on the wrong side of the bed and then you stubbed your toe and then you're running late for work and you're just like, heading in a downward negative spiral. Or maybe it's been lasting a little bit longer, maybe a couple days, a few weeks, and you're just like, how do I get out of this funk? How can I feel this way? Or maybe you're just, unfortunately, maybe you've been in here for a while and it's, how can I get myself out, right? So let me start off with saying that we're all just made up of energy. And we can easily go down into a lower vibrational state, especially if you're used to being there, if you've embodied that. But you also have the ability to go back into a high state. So maybe you've seen that picture, the downward, upward spiral of like feelings. Maybe you started off with boredom and then it went down to, frustration, overwhelm, disappointment, doubt, worry. And you're feeling kind of all these, maybe negative feelings. What today's episode is going to be is how to get you into that upward positive spiral vibrational state, feeling, maybe it starts with contentment, then hopefulness, being more optimistic, positive, then you're like happy, enthusiastic, passionate, joy, love, all those things. How can we get you there, right? Well, let's get into it. Other than a few things is that, I think it's important to note that, like, to be in a high vibe state, to get there, you want to make sure before we get into like my biggest how to actually get into the high vibe state, let's make sure, you're focusing on, forgiving past emotions and eating good food. You're fueling your body properly. I personally don't believe you can have a healthy mind without a healthy body and vice versa. So just making sure you're taking care of yourself as well. Just want to put that out there. And before I go into my number one tip is focus on the words, be aware of the words that you are saying. So if you're constantly like, I just feel like I'm in a funk, nothing's getting better, I'm in a funk, I can't get out of it, I'm just depressed, I'm unhappy, I'm upset. Understand that your words become your reality. And about like a year and a half ago, I was in a funk and I kept telling myself, I'm in a funk, I'm in a funk, I'm in a funk. Well, guess what happened? I kept confirming that. So do you think I got out of that funk? No, I just kept being in a funk because I kept telling myself that. And remember, your unconscious mind does not know the difference between what you're telling it and reality. So I kept telling it I was in a funk and that became my reality. So let's talk about what you can do to shift your vibration right in this moment, right now, right here as you're listening, because there's many different ways that you can do it, but this one's really simple. I love it. And it's actually one that I did last week, and I actually was able to get out of a bad state. I felt better, and I shared on my story on my Instagram. If you're not following me there, make sure you follow me at Tatiana_Kuto. But let's just get into like the meat of it. So the words thank you is one of the most powerful words, prayer that you can say to God, the universe, higher source, whatever it is you believe in. And when you are living in a state of gratitude and you're appreciating everything that you have, you attract more to you, more better things because you're appreciating it, right? So let's get into it. So this is called a gratitude rampage. I did not call it that. I did not invent that. I did hear it on a podcast. I think it was Catherine Sankina. I want to make sure I'm giving credit to where it's due. But the funny thing is I was actually doing this before I heard, the words gratitude rampage, and then I absolutely loved this. And there is two ways that you can do this. So we'll go into it. But essentially, that's exactly what you're going to do, is a gratitude rampage. And you want to start small. So the two ways that you can do this is you can either journal it out, journal, I'm so grateful for, my bed. I'm so grateful for my apartment. I'm so grateful for the food, and just journal it, writing it, connecting with it, feeling it. Or you can also do this in a speaking term type of way. So, going on a walk, or just standing in your bedroom, listening to a good music and just speaking this out. The most powerful times that I've shifted my vibration was going on a walk, being in nature, playing low, soothing, uplifting music. Not without words, like just feeling good music, right? And I just went into a gratitude rampage. And start small/big, with things that you technically don't have control over, but you're still grateful for. So I like to do it as I say, thank you for the sun. Thank you for the sky. Thank you, oxygen. Thank you for the birds chirping. Thank you for the wind. Thank you for the water. Really big things that you really don't have control over. And then you start to realize, wow, like I really am fortunate. I live here out in Florida, so I'm especially grateful for the hot weather and for the sun. You know what I mean? And then from there, you can narrow it down into more things you're grateful for. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my partner. Thank you for my parents. Thank you for my cozy, warm apartment that I absolutely love. Thank you for the daily food I provide. Thank you for my job. Thank you for the clothes on my body. Thank you for my shoes. Really going into everything you have going for you, because you have so much already, especially compared to other areas of the world, right? So really focusing on what you're grateful for, even if that is like, I'm really grateful for this cup of coffee because it's waking me up this morning. Express your gratitude, appreciate it, right? And then from there, when you start feeling this shift, like you'll start to feel it within 30 to 60 seconds in. Close your eyes, feel it. Notice how much you have happening for you. And then you can even go as far as starting to be thankful for things that you are attracting in or that you're working on, aka your goals, right? And the things that you may not have yet, but that doesn't mean you can't have that in the far time future, right? That's how manifestation works. You kind of set that intention, that goal, and then you thank the universe and God for it. And then, you detach from it, and then it's already yours at some point, right? So you can thank yourself, thank you for the business that I've been dreaming of. Thank you for the clients. Thank you for this brand new house. Start thanking the universe and God for everything that you have and are going to have, and watch your vibration shift. You cannot think happy thoughts and feel sad at the same time. So you cannot focus and think about things that you are grateful for and you appreciate and also feel upset and depressed. You get what I'm saying? So when you shift your attention on things that you have going for you, things that you're grateful for, things that you just have compared to other people in the world, it doesn't matter. You have so much going forward for you. So instead of not appreciating everything, instead of thinking poor me, victim mindset, focus on what you do have so you can continue to attract more into your life. This is one of my favorite activities to do with myself and with my clients when you're feeling in a bad way, is to literally look around the room, wherever you're at right now, in the car, in your office, in your bedroom, and look at everything that you have. You have so much. So be thankful for it. Close your eyes. You want to make sure you feel it and you believe it so you can shift your state of being, and just focus on that. Focus on that for the rest of the day. Everything you're grateful for. And little by little, your vibration will shift. And now, you can do this every single day. You can do this multiple times a day, but do it until you're in a state of being where you're feeling good and you're waking up happy and optimistic and grateful. Write down every single morning 3 things that you're grateful for and see how much your energy and how you feel shifts. All right. That's a quick little episode for you here. I hope you find value in this. If this is something that you're like, wow, I needed this, send me a message. I would love to hear from it, or share it on your story so more people can hear this. That's all I ask. If you can share this, send the message along so we can continue to spread more positivity and love and raise the vibration of one another. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with me and write an Apple iTunes review so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't following me already, you can find me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. I appreciate you so much and cannot wait to see you in the next episode. In the meantime, continue to shine bright and embrace your radiance.